Stampers, Jackie Bolhuis from Klompen Stampers. I've got a great masculine card idea for you today. And it's also a quick and easy card using designer series paper. You know I love designer series paper and I love to make it the focus of my cards because with so many beautiful papers, we can make cards really quick and easy. And then when you can make masculine ones, which is something that we all struggle with, it's the perfect combination. Now the idea I have to share with you today, you really can use with any colors, any papers, any verses. It's just all about a quick little idea for how to cut and use your designer series paper. So let's get started here. In just a second, I want to give you a quick reminder. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. Let me know if I can do anything for you, if you need a catalog or in any way that I can help you. And if you need to place a Stampin' Up! Order and you live in the United States, I would really appreciate it if you select me to be your demonstrator. Now with that said, don't forget to subscribe to the video here or to YouTube. And I'm going to flip this camera down and show you my cute projects I have for you today. This is going to be a really short video because there's not a lot for me to teach you in this one, but it's a great idea that I just know you're going to use with all of your different designer series paper. You know, I've said it before, buy these pretty papers, but then don't hoard them. We're not supposed to be paper hoarders. We're supposed to use them, make great cards, and share them with your family and friends. And I said we're doing masculine. So here are the 3 cards I want to share with you today, and I'm going to show you another example of this designer series paper. But I want to just remind you where to find this paper. It is in our occasions catalog. It's called the Classic Garage, and it's a 6x6 pack, and there's 12 different prints, which makes me happy when you get so many different ideas. And I also want to remind you, because I think sometimes we get all hung up the way Stampin' Up! Lays out their catalog. We see all these products together, the paper coordinates with the dies and the stamps and everything. You don't always need to buy all of this. A lot of times, and this is a great example, I only bought this paper. I love the paper, makes great masculine cards. I really didn't need the stamps to go with it. Grab some verses from someplace else, and I'm able to make a whole bunch of quick and easy cards. So kind of look at everything individually. Don't look at it that you have to do the whole here. So let's set that aside. And here you can see 3 of the different, I said there's 12 prints. I got a couple more here. I don't have a lot left because I've been making a bunch of these cards. But the one thing that I really like about this paper, and it's common for most of our papers, is one side's a bigger print, and then the other side seems to be a little bit more neutral or smaller print that coordinates. This one's a little bit more busy, but it coordinates with the picture on there. So my card layout idea, like I said, you can use it with any paper. I simply cut my paper to 5 by 3 3/4. And then I'm going to take this piece of paper and I am going to cut 1.5 inches off of the bottom edge. So we've cut it like so, and now to make my card, I'm simply flipping it that way. So now when I put my card together, I can put my verse over the seam here so you don't see the seam, but this way we're able to use both sides of a designer series paper. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel really bad if I only use this side and I forget about the back side of it. So this way, no one's being left out. So there's a card, there's a card. This one we want to cut on this side. You could cut it at a different, you know, I'm doing 1.5 inches. You could go a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, depending on what you wanted. But I just love the look you can get from doing it this way. And like I said, it's super easy. And then all I do is I take each of these pieces and I layer it onto a piece that's a 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So it's only 1/8 of an inch bigger, but this will layer on there super nice like so. Now let's go back to our cards. You can see here where I layered the 2 on there. I adhered it to this piece, the 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Now don't worry about all of these measurements. Down in the description of the video here, it'll lead you over to where I have all the dimensions, the recipe for each of the card, the list of all the supplies I used. But you want to make sure once you've adhered these down, wrap your linen thread or baker's twine or whatever you want to use around it, and then adhere it to the card base. And then depending on the size of your greeting, this strip is 3 3/3 long, but your width is going to be just based on whatever greeting you're using. How big do you need to make it? And of course, we always like to finish the inside. Usually I use white, but I thought it was kind of fun to put the smoky slate in there and then just a little scrap of that DSP. Because once you start cutting those 6x6 sheets, you're going to have a lot of extra little pieces. They work perfect for something like that. So let's see. I think I did the insides all the same on these, just using strips of the different DSPs, kind of mixed and matched them a little bit. So there is my card idea. I don't even have any stamping to do for you today because it's really more about the layout that you can do using your designer series paper, or DSP as we like to call it for short. So as always, if you guys have questions, anything I can help you with, I'm here. I'm a full-time Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I think I live and breathe this stuff 24/7. But I'm here to help you any way I can. I love to teach quick and easy card making. And remember, quick and easy doesn't mean boring. I think these cards are pretty cute. You could jazz them up a little bit if you want to, but I think they look great just as they are to send to your family and friends. So until I get to share more quick and easy ideas with you, have a stamp happy day.